The name of it is rattlesnake rush. This is a special plant. It can be called a spirit plant. It is people use it to protect their homes, to drive spirits from their dwellings. But it's tied, a piece like this is taken and tied together and hung by the door. No spirit will enter your home. If there is a lingering spirit that is in your home or a friend's home, you can take this plant and you can go through the house. You burn it and you smudge the entire house with it. It drives the spirits from the house. It is also used by people that can doctor others that have strokes, because it's believed that when a person has a stroke, they have been touched, their body has been touched by a spirit. That's why one side is dead. So it's made into a tea, and it's a yellow tea, and it's used to doctor for strokes. As a child, when mumps was prevalent, my grandmother would make yellow tea out of this plant, and it was given to children that had mumps. Since then, American breakthroughs and stuff, we don't have mumps anymore, but the memories of this plant and its uses will never be forgotten. Mishkatse is its name. But that's the plant, and that's how you hang it from the side of your doors. Mishkatse. 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 This is what we call a healing stone. Almost every Indian home had one at one time that they used it when someone was sick or hurt. They would put it on a fire and let it get hot, and then they would wrap it with a cloth or a buckskin when it was real hot, and they would place this hot stone upon the parts of the body that were hurt. Some people call it wosta ho'ana. It was always found by maybe the head of the household, the man. He would be riding his horse along the rivers, and he was always looking for stuff. And when he found a stone, he would bring it home. But before he brought it home, he would talk to it. See, when you're going to talk about plants, everything has life. Even the stones live forever. This is what we believe. And it has life. So if we believe this, then everything, we have to talk to it. You talk to all the plants. You tell them what you want, what you would like them to do. You tell them how strong they are, how powerful they must be, and how beautiful they have grown. You share these kind words with them, just as you would with a person that you're wishing to make themselves feel good about themselves. My grandmother used this mishkatse, or rattlesnake rush, to cure mumps. She made a tea, and it was a yellow tea. And then when our jaws would swell up, she would heat these stones, and we would place them by our faces where our mumps were affected us. This wasn't the only stone that was used. I collected this plant for people that could doctor others that had strokes, because they believed that a spirit had touched them. That's why half of their face was numb. The spirit had touched them. So I picked plants for these people. They always called on me to pick plants for them. And also, another man would ask for my plants when some spirit was bothering them in a home. He would ask for me for my plants, and he would say, "Bring them to me. I want you to help me." So I would go with him, and we would go through the house, burning these plants and making a smudge to every room. And he would talk to the spirit and tell them to leave, not to bother these people. And then we would go outside with a plate of food and a cigarette on that plate. And we would offer it to that spirit and tell him to be on his way and to never look back. People are waiting for him, not to bother these people. So this plant was, I collected it for many people. And we call it a spirit plant. There's many Indian tribes, especially the Cheyenne people. We're very superstitious. We have to really be careful what we say, how we live. We have taboos. I have 72 of them. That how you conduct yourself in your home, how you conduct yourself as a person. These are strong taboos. Many tribes have more than that. Even a walking stick is a real good source to keep away spirits. I was always instructed by the old ones, or requested by the old ones that were in a hospital. They would say, "Bring me a stick. The spirits are real bad here." So I would go and cut sticks, and I would take them to them elderly ladies, and they would put them sticks by their beds. Some people put a stick above the door so no spirit will come in. When a woman went out to hang clothes on the line, diapers, and she was going to leave her child for a minute, her baby, she would place this stick over the crib that held her child, so that no spirits would touch that child while she was hanging clothes. So we had a lot of respect for the spirits, and the different sources that we used. Every band was different. They used many different things, but cedar, sweetgrass, all of these were used by people to purify their homes. But the stone will live forever. So when you pray with the stone, your prayer lives forever because the stone lives forever.